buy, consume, throw away, repeat. For many years, this has been a dominant philosophy of American culture. The purpose of my speech today is to persuade you to reduce, reuse, and recycle. My main points are going to be statistics on recycling, how it is beneficial to the U.S., and ways to recycle. The EPA defines municipal solid waste as trash or garbage that consists of everyday items. So like product packaging, glass, furniture, clothing, food, grass, anything that you can think of that you throw away every day. They also said that in 2013, we generated 254 million tons of garbage, and 87 million of that garbage was composted and recycled. Recycling is defined by Walker in the first fun Encyclopedia as turning an old object into a new one. He also states that if we save 3/4 of all the paper in the world, we would save 35 million trees every year. Wayne State College in Wayne, Nebraska has a recycling program that they call the Green Warriors. They had some facts on their page. They said that Americans use 2,500,000 plastic bottles every hour and they are thrown away. They also, this isn't really a fact, they also had a tip that said if you used more reusable like water bottles, that they would save a lot more from throwing away those plastic bottles. They also said that 900 million trees are cut down annually for paper products, and paper makes up 29% of all trash. Now that I've talked about some statistics, I'm going to go on to some benefits on recycling. The Global Reference on the Environment, Energy, and Resources gave 3 ways of recycling and how it benefits the U.S. Number 1 was the government saves money when they use tax incentives. Number 2 was that cities, well, not all cities, but some cities have incentive programs that give homeowners discounts on utilities when a certain goal is met. So, say they have a deadline and they have a certain amount they have to recycle or do whatever with. When they meet that goal, they get basically a discount on their bills. And the third one was when cities make recycling easier and they have recycling programs and stuff like that, it is shown that they have a population increase. Now that I've talked about some benefits, I'm going to talk about the many ways that you can recycle. Recycling goes, I would say a little goes a long way. It's even more than just, putting the paper in the recycling bin, putting plastic bottles in the recycling bin. Even pop cans is a good one. At school, I know Columbus Public Schools, they are very big on recycling. We have a garbage dumpster and we have huge green dumpsters at school just for recycling any kind of paper products. And I know that our schools are very big on recycling and they're very proud of it because we recycle very much. I don't have numbers or anything, but we do recycle a lot of stuff every year. And I wish I could have numbers because it is a great amount of it. Not just paper and stuff like that, but Walsch writes in an article in Time magazine that said that airline companies are experimenting with biofuel, and this would help a lot with cutting carbon emissions, which I think is a big deal. I talked before about Wayne State College they had a recycling page on their website, and they called themselves the Green Warriors, and this was a program where their recyclables are picked up and then they are sorted and taken to a facility, and then that stuff is then taken to manufacturers and it's made into new products. So all of that, well, maybe not new products, but like all of your papers and stuff, that can be used to make all kinds of new papers, or like I know there's even like recyclable toilet paper, paper towels. That stuff when you buy that stuff, I'm sure it really benefits the companies that make that stuff. And it also goes, I think it really does go a long way when just recycling stuff like paper, recycling your newspapers. I know a lot of people, recycling newspapers is a big thing now because we read everything on our phones. So nobody really reads a newspaper anymore because they can read it on their phone or the computer or whatever. So we still get the paper, and I know sometimes we don't read it. We have these big bins at our house, so we just take it and we dump all of our old newspapers into bins at local companies. I know we do have a big recycling company in our town. We also have I can't think of it right now, but there is another company. I think there's more than one company that does recycling. They recycle more than just papers and plastics and stuff like that. Jacobs writes in Mother Earth News that he recycles scrap metal, so like pieces from bikes, parts from mowers. He even recycles like the large staples that they put in boxes, and even pen parts. What he did was he saved old paint cans, and when he would fill them, he would take them to a recycling company. And I don't know if he got money for his products, but here in Columbus we have CMI, where you can turn in your basically your scrap metal, and they'll give you money for it. So they pay you to recycle your old stuff. So today I talked about some statistics, how recycling benefits the U.S., and some ways to recycle. And I hope I persuaded you to maybe reduce, reuse, and recycle.